2010 Ultimate Builder Custom Bike Show in San Mateo, California. We're with Ray Wheeler. Ray, take a minute and tell us about your background.
Well, background. Born and raised in Kansas, escaped when I was 14 as soon as I could find an exit. Joined the Navy, traveled the world for 5.5, 6 years, 18 months in country Vietnam. Come back from Vietnam in '67, bought a 58 Panhead. The rest is history. I've been riding every day since.
Let's start from the beginning. What were you trying to accomplish with this build, Ray?
This particular motorcycle?
Yes, sir.
Bought it brand new in 2004. Went to 95 inch at 30,000 miles. Went to 124 inches at about 100,000 miles. It's got 160,000 on it now. And my goal was to have the ultimate street bike, and I'm edging in on that right now.
Tell us about the fabrication on this.
The motor is 124 inch twin cam R&R cycle high performance motors out of Des Moines, Iowa. The turbo is a Aerocharger turbine, and we just put the turbine on it August.
Was that for Bonneville?
That was for Bonneville, but we're also going to leave it on for street application.
Now, are you changing the boost between Bonneville and the street?
Pardon me?
Are you changing the boost between Bonneville and street?
No, it's got variable vanes, and it's set at 8 pounds at maximum boost. And I very seldom put it on boost. Very seldom. It's all automatic. I don't have to dial anything. I just squeeze the trigger.
How much time and cost do you have invested in the engine and the turbocharger?
Time, since I started riding in the 60s, knowledge-wise. Money, I don't know, a lot. But not that. The turbine was $2 grand. It was I got about $3 grand in the turbine setup.
Let's move to the front and talk about the front end. What do we got there, Ray?
Storage, Seriani, inverted front forks. It's Harley-Davidson mag. It's got composite rotors on it, 1.9 weightless rotors on it. They are 2 of the only 3 forged composite rotors that I know of in the world today.
How did you end up with those?
I was a rep for weightless rotor before they went under.
So you have the prototypes?
I have the 3 composite forged rotors that I know of on the planet.
All right, let's move up to the tank and the triple tree there.
It's stock triple trees with 883 flat tracker bars. They're my favorite bar. I've been running these since the 60s. That's what I end up with. We've got a tack, we've got a boost gauge, bare minimum stuff.
That's all you need?
It's all you need. The rest of that stuff's all extra.
What about the tank?
Gas tanks, stock Harley-Davidson.
All right.
Harley-Davidson tank, fuel injected, 62 millimeter throttle body from Horsepower Inc. And just goes like crazy.
Let's go to the back end now.
Sure.
Talk about that, please, starting
back
with the
end,
shocks.
It's got Racetech shocks on it. Racetech is one of my sponsors. And it has a 17-inch mag wheel on it. With a 17-inch mag, we find we can buy sport bike tires, which are rated. Tires on the bike now are Avons, and they're rated at 200 miles an hour.
What's your best time, or best speed on Bonneville right now?
The best with the ticket is 149.811, pre-turbo. With the turbo this year at 170 miles an hour, I had a handling issue, and the back tire passed me to the right, to the left. It was a severe tank slapper. I got it slowed down, and I went, the time slip I got going out, the time mile was 130 miles an hour, and I'd been trying to slow the bike down for 1 mile when I entered the timed area.
What do you figure your time is going to be once the handling gets dialed in?
We're going to go next year and do a minimum 200 on it.
What's the record for your class?
Below 200.
Okay.
Below 200. I think it's in the 180s or the mid 180s.
So you should be able to hit that then.
It's going to be fairly easy. The body kit we're putting on is from AirTech, and it's already gone 260 mile an hour. The body kit that we're putting on.
So you're going to be semi-streamlined then?
We will have a full body kit on a land speed racing kit on it that makes it a streamlined bike.
Okay. Let's talk about paint.
Paint's Rocky Mountain Customs out of Larkspur, Colorado. A very good friend of mine named Chuck Short painted the bike a couple years ago.
Did he do the pinstriping also?
The pinstriping is by Geet out of Gold Rush Signs, or out of Colorado Springs. And we made the bike in memory of Birch Monroe. And Geet did, they invited me to Mojave, Utah, I believe, to a rat fin convention, and it was my birthday. They took the bike inside and gave it back to me 2 hours later and said, "Here you go, it's pinstriped, happy birthday." So here we are.
What was your inspiration? Where did the inspiration come from for the paint?
Birch Monroe. Birch Monroe. It's, if you look at it and look at a Birch Monroe paint job, it's kind of the same, only different.
Similar color?
Similar.
Yeah. What companies were instrumental in getting this bike done for you?
The Hardtails out of San Jose. Ron Williams, Jeff, Kevin, Mike, they do the maintenance on it and they keep me up and running. We've got 70,000 miles on a 124-inch motor that's absolutely trouble-free. Now that the turbine's on it, I've probably got a couple hundred miles on it on the street. Absolutely trouble-free, flawless performance. The engine goes back to High Performance and Randy Torgensen. He did the bottom end. The top end was by Duncan Keller, Yankee Ingenuity, San Jose. I got the best in the business. Old-time friends, old-time builders.
Anybody else you'd like to thank, Ray?
All my ex-wives. All three.
Ray,
thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure.
Bye.